Hi guys, welcome back to this new video. This video is part 2 of making a bouncing ball game. So if you haven't seen the first part, check it out on my YouTube channel. We will add some new features to make our first game in Python. First we will add a player pedal, then we will add a score counter. We can make a game over screen if the ball hits the bottom of the screen. We can make a function to increase the difficulty, and we can add some sound effects. First, let's start off by making a player pedal. We have to add the pedal settings, so the width and the height, and then the position on the screen, and we can add a speed to it. So now in the main loop we have to include keyboard handling for the pedal movement, and finally we have to draw the pedal. And now let's see if it actually works, so we can run the code. We can see that it works, and that the pedal stops at the left border and the right border. Now let's add a score counter. First we have to initialize a score variable. Then we have to make an if statement to detect collisions between the ball and the pedal, like this. And finally we have to display the score on the screen. So now the score variable starts at 0, and each time the ball bounces off the pedal, it reverses its vertical direction and we increase the score. We can use screen.blit to display the score on the top left of the screen. Now we can run the code to check if the score increases when the ball hits the pedal. And as you can see, it works. A good job. Step 3 is to add a game over condition. If the ball hits the bottom of the screen, we'll display a game over message and allow the player to restart by pressing R. We have to define a game over variable and update the ball's movement to check for a game over condition. In the ball movement section, check if the ball hits the bottom of the screen. If it does, then game over is set to true. Then display the game over message and restart option in the main loop. Now if game over is true, the game displays a game over message in red. And by pressing R, it resets the game state, the ball position, speed, score, and the game over flag. Now we can try running the game again. And when we see this game over screen, we can try to press R and see if it restarts the game. And as you can see, this works as well. And now to make the game a little bit harder, we can increase the difficulty. We can increase the ball's speed as the score rises. So in this part where we increase the score, we can also add a slight increase in the ball's speed. Now let's test this out as well. Yeah, we can see it gradually speeds up with each pedal bounce. And finally add some sound effects for when the ball bounces off the walls or the pedal. Load a sound file at the beginning. Ensure that this file is in the same directory. And now we can add this bounce sound that play whenever the ball bounces off the walls or the pedal. Now let's see how this game looks like after adding all these features. The game looks good for now, but to level up the game a step, we can add some more features, but I'll be going over them in the next video. We will be covering power-ups, making a live system, adding a high score tracker, and add a menu with different levels. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And don't forget to come back for the next video, for the third part of this tutorial.